Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, DJ Kiggy.
And this is Dirty Chris.
And this is the Scratch Theory of Texas podcast. So yeah, Are we on? All right, y'all. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, DJ Kiki.
And this is Dirty Chris.
And you already know what it is. It is the Scratch Theory of Texas podcast. Yeah, man. Chris, it has been a while since we've linked up, man. How you been?
It's been great for me. I know that you've been busy. I've been busy. The holidays, November. Man, when was the last episode? Was it October?
I think so. No. Oh, my God. It was in September.
No.
September, episode 7. So we are on episode 8. Yes.
All right.
8. It has been a minute. I feel like October chewed me up and spit me right out.
I know. You were definitely busy for October.
Yes. And then November was like rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
But what about you? What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
You know what? I've been taking my photography a little bit more serious. Definitely a lot more serious. I've been doing a lot of workshops and still in school for it. And just trying to sharpen up my skills with photography. I think it's a very promising career for me. So
Yeah. Real quick, are we getting an echo? Are you getting an echo by any chance?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. No, like I said, October was super busy for me. November is just chew me up, spit me right out, and it sucks that I've had to miss a lot of the Scratch Theory meetups, but I see you, man. I see us.
Entrepreneur life.
I'm saying, but I've had a chance to meet so many amazing people, and I know you have too, man.
Yeah.
Recently, you were in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And you interviewed Scratch Bastard, obviously. Yep. Diggy, shout out to Diggy. Yep. He had a set out there opened up for Scratch Bastard.
Yep.
And remind me of the 15-year-old out of San Antonio.
RC3.
Man, shout out to RC3. Woo, I pulled up his stuff. My wife and I were checking him out, and we were like, man, this kid is mean.
I know.
And he's only 15.
He's only 15 years old. He's a super cool kid. I had heard about him earlier in the year. One of my DJ friends, DJ Crazy Mix, put me on to him, and he's like, yo, have you heard about that kid that from San Antonio? I'm like, nah. He's like, man, he scratches really good. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So he sent me his profile. I was like, wow, that is some serious scratching. He's talented. So.
I love to see it, man.
Yeah, him and Diggy were like the highlights of that particular show.
That's cool. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Anytime that I personally see kids, and I know he's not a kid, but he's a kid to me.
Yeah.
But anytime I see kids and with that much level of talent, man, it makes me not only so proud, but it makes me reflect on when I was a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And I held myself back trying to do a lot of different things that I know I had the talent for. Because of family beliefs, people didn't believe in me and stuff like that, and I listened.
Yeah.
And so when I see kids like him, I'm like, let's fucking go. Keep going.
It's a good thing you say that because, he has huge support from his parents.
I love it.
His dad is a DJ. He's an active DJ still. So
who's his dad?
Rene. Yeah.
Rene C?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but he's obviously a big radio figure in San Antonio.
So that's his kid.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's his kid. And if you check out the kid's stories, he's got he DJs for his grandparents.
Wow.
Like his grandparents will be in the garage and he's DJing for them.
That's super sweet.
And he's playing like Tejano music for them and stuff like that. So you could see the support.
Yeah.
And how long it takes him. Like it's taking him far now. He won the DMC championship in San Antonio.
Man, that's awesome.
To have family back you up like that.
Yeah. Oh. I love that, man. Shout out to say his name again.
RC3.
RC3.
The kid RC3.
The kid, man, shout out to RC3. We should have him on the show sometime.
Yeah, we should. I talked to his dad, so they're pretty much down for it, but they have a really busy schedule because they do a lot of weddings as well. They DJ weddings and quinceañeras and stuff like that, so they stay busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need to get him on here. I mean, even if it's something for like 2024, we definitely put some in the books. Hell, I'm even down to go to San Antonio and chat with them. So, man, super cool. So. First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody so far this year that has supported us, that has listened to us, that show up to the Scratch Theory scratch sessions. You know, and obviously all of the the bar managers and all of the venues that have welcomed us with open arms to host these. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the Scratch Theory of Texas team. Shout out to RLE. Shout out to Lone Star.
Sir Nasty.
Man, and everybody.
There's tons of people that just kind of help us, you know, in the background. You know, they help us with venues, with equipment. Sometimes they take in like mixers or turntables and just different stuff, and you know, they help us with you know, what was it? We had chili dogs last time during South by Southwest.
They were selling
merch and shit like that.
Those were pretty good though.
So it takes a team. It takes a team for sure, and we're grateful for everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Yeah, shout out to the crew. Shout out to you.
Hey. Shout out to you.
Shout out to me. But no, we're gonna keep this thing going, man. And so let's talk about the year, dude. So speaking of Scratch Theory of Texas, we launched our podcast.
We did this
South
year,
by
man.
Southwest, man.
I know, and we've told you guys before. We had been working on this before even Scratch Theory of Texas came about. So it was just a seamless transition, but we have been working on it. So, and I'm glad we did, though.
Me too, man. And we've had such amazing guests. So shout out to all of our guests that were out here. You know, Dopez, Eric Styles, Diggy. Who else am I missing? Arlie, obviously part of the crew. He's been on here as well. Anybody else that I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Are we? Man, I can't think right now.
No, right? I think that's been everybody so far. So let us know, you know, in the comments, send us a DM who you would want to see next on the show. Send us a DM, let us know. And if you want to be part of the show, DJs, producers, man, hit us up, man. We want to talk to y'all, man. We want to definitely promote all of the good talent that's out here in Austin, Texas, man.
Yeah, we got a few things that we're trying to work on. We're trying to do a few like little showcase videos, like 5 minutes of funk type of thing. I know we talked about it briefly, but I think it's time to actually move on with that idea. So we'll look out for that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. What else happened this year? Let's talk about the Spotify. What is this? Spotify Wrapped. I put Warped. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think this coffee's hit yet. But let's talk about Spotify Wrapped, man. So I love this time of year because Spotify sends out,
I'm pulling mine up.
Pull it up, man. Spotify sends out, you know, this year-end review of all of the genres, the songs, and the artists that you've listened to, right? And it's funny. I think you would agree with me when I say this. I think for us as DJs, sometimes it could be skewed. I know for me, I use Spotify a lot for my weddings. So absolutely not. Or do I listen to country or other pop songs, right? So I try to make it a point to...
Not country. I know not country.
But I try to make it a point to exclude those from my taste. Speaking of country, my wife surprises me.
I saw that story.
Bruh. I always tell her, don't you convert on me. But she, you know, she appreciates it for what it is, and she surprises me with what songs she knows and stuff. But yeah, shout out to my wife. But anyway.
Country's good. It's good.
It's all right. It's all right. And it's funny. I know a lot of country songs just because I play them. And so it kind of teaches me to play it off when I'm DJing.
I mean, I'm not a country head, but I know plenty of songs that I actually enjoy them. So, yeah.
But, yeah, man. But, no, man, shout out to Spotify. I love when they do this. Like I said, for us DJs, I think sometimes it's skewed. But all in all, I think it really encompasses, like, our music palette, right?
Yeah.
So, Chris, what were your top 5 artists on Spotify?
So I'm trying to go through this, and I know you navigated through my phone a little bit better than I did, right? So, actually, okay, all right. Number 1 is Korn.
I love it.
That is no surprise, of course.
I love it.
If you follow me on social media, you know that I'm a huge Korn fan.
Follow the Leader is the shit. Oh my God. I love this.
Amazing album.
Is the bomb. I love that song.
Amazing song, yeah.
All right, holla at me. What's your next one?
The next one is Kasky. So not a lot of people know Kasky.
Yeah, what is that?
So he's a semi-underground artist from Florida.
Okay.
He's got some really good music. He had some underground classic albums like The Black Sheep and Black Sheep 2.
Okay. Okay.
So he's done some pretty good stuff.
He's a hip hop artist?
He's a hip hop artist.
Okay, cool.
So he's a really cool dude from Florida. And then number 3 was the Notorious B.I.G.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. Y'all keep an eye out. 2024. I am turning 40.
Ooh,
fuck.
The big 4-0.
And I'm trying to do a B.I.G. 40th birthday party. Y'all heard it first. So keep an eye out for that. But Biggie, man. What's your favorite Biggie song?
Honestly, I gotta say, it's a toss-up between Hypnotize and Victory.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Hypnotize is just so iconic. Like you can't miss that. You drop it on the one, and everyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my favorite song.
I love Machine Gun Funk.
Okay, yeah.
It's just so like that bass.
Yeah.
And then obviously inspirational song Juicy. I just so relate to that song.
Classic.
Like makes my eye twitch. Shit, like it hits me right here in my heart.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
And LL Cool J, of course.
Yes.
No secret. You know,
Around the Way Girl,
huge
Booming System are my favorite.
Yeah.
What about you? What are your favorite LL Cool J joints?
Honestly, I want to say all of them, but if I had to choose one, it would have to be Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag Getting Crushed by Buildings.
That is the name of a song?
That is the name of the song. And it's a dope song.
What out? Is it old LL or is it like...
It's older LL, yeah. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That is a very long name for a song.
Pink Cookies and that's the hook though.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag Getting Crushed by Buildings.
And you saw LL Cool J
live,
right? Was it this year?
No, it was a few years ago, but I've seen him twice.
And I bet that show is
the first time I saw him when I was like in 4th grade.
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah.
That's like prime.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. That's
and
so dope.
Finally, 50 Cent.
Hey, find me in the club.
Yep, 50 Cent.
Wanksta is one of my
Wanksta's
top
dope. I kind of like, I guess if I was to choose a favorite song, it's the newer one, I'm the Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I also like some of his soft. I hate saying the word softer shit, but like his R&B is shit. Like if I was your best friend.
Oh yeah.
I want you right. Yeah. I love that one.
That's dope shit.
What's the other one that he did with G Unit? They sampled Marvin Gaye. I wanna get to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the name. Get to know you. Yeah. I think so. No, that's a dope song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your
mine?
top?
Oh man, it's no surprise.
Come on.
Beyonce. Actually, Beyonce didn't make it on the list.
What?
I know.
How does that even happen?
I'm saying I have no clue, but y'all know. Okay, she's top 6. We're gonna throw her in on here. But number 1 was Nas.
Okay, yeah.
Nas released his damn it, shame on me that I don't know. Nas album King's Disease.
Mm-hmm.
He released his King's Disease.
Is that
album.
a new one?
Yes, it was released this year, and I think he released another one too. No, actually, this was released. Why does it say it was released last year? Anyway, regardless, dog, this song called "Get Light" on that whole album is fire. But "Get Light," it has a sample of "Do the ladies rock the party better?"
Oh yeah.
And "Do the fellas rock the?" That like is pulling like old school hip hop for me. And Nas for me is one of those artists that I can say has consistently kept his style.
Yes. Yeah.
So my second artist is Jay-Z, right?
Okay.
So Jay-Z obviously has evolved with the times.
I have devolved from Jay-Z.
Really?
With the times.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. People might hate me for it, but I don't think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper.
Oh my God. Okay, hang on. Oh God. Okay, that's a stretch. That is a stretch.
I'm not saying that he's not good. He's really good. He's an elite rapper. You know, he's top 5.
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't think he's at the top. I honestly, I wouldn't be able to put somebody at the top because there's just so many that I think are good, and they're mostly from my era. But I wouldn't say that Jay-Z is the top one.
Who would you say is your top?
Well, my top one would be LL Cool J.
Okay.
But that's just the style thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he could be lyrical. He has been a battle rapper before.
Yeah.
And he's smooth with the whole lady stuff and shit like that. So I think it's a little bit of everything. As opposed to me, Jay-Z has a few like some party tracks, but the rest are like drug dealer shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, one of the way that I learned about, I don't want to say the way I learned about Jay-Z, but the time that I felt in love with like his artistry, because I had heard him before, right? Yeah. Like I Just Want to Love You and like some of these other tracks, right? But when I was like, holy shit, like this dude is fucking talented, was when American Gangster, when that movie came out with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, yeah.
And he did this VH1 Storytellers.
Okay.
Ah, man, shout out to that, man. I missed that era. But anyway,
yeah.
So he came out on there and he performed his American Gangster album.
Oh.
And if you watch the movie and then you listen to that album,
yeah.
he is narrating that
whole album.
It's a good soundtrack. Yeah. It's not just a soundtrack like, oh, this song was featured on the movie. No, he narrates the whole movie in rap.
Yeah.
Every single song. And I was like, holy shit, like that is fucking talented. So I kept listening to him. And I went back to like the Reasonable Doubt eras, the Blueprint eras. And I was like,
makes you go back, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, holy shit, man, this dude's got bars. So ever since I've been a fan of what he says.
Yeah.
Now, his last bars, last years of him actively making music, they are different.
Yeah.
Right? I'm one of those that's like, I want the old Jay-Z back. Yeah. But I see why he's evolved with the times.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nas, going back to Nas, his flow has been consistent.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can listen to Get Light, and I can listen to like, what was it? It Ain't Hard to Tell.
Right.
And it's like the same.
It's the same flow. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And
and I'll appreciate that a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as an artist, you know, we consider ourselves artists and stuff like that. You do have to evolve.
Yes.
You do have to evolve, and you got to change,
and all that shit.
So I mean, you do have to evolve.
I hate that shit.
But coming back to the Jay-Z thing, to me, he's not the best, but he's one of the best.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, I don't hate you. I'm just gonna look at you sideways for a little bit.
I'll take Biggie over Jay-Z any day, though.
Word. Yeah. So my third one is this artist called Yates. I need to go Yates, Yeyts. Okay. So I don't know honestly much about this artist, but clearly I've been listening to these songs.
Okay.
So
what kind of music is it?
So I'm pretty sure it's like lo-fi type of like underground or like producing type of shit, like shit you hear like on SoundCloud.
Right.
So I fall a lot in love with sounds too, because they also get me through my workflow.
Sure.
So I need to go back and see what songs of his I liked. But I think it was probably this one called Luther's Joint. So it's a blend of Luther Vandross's Never Too Much.
Okay.
And it's like a lot of like drumming, different type of shit. Think of what the hell is his name? Este muchacho, Mills.
Oh, Austin Mills.
Yes, thank you.
Austin Mills, yeah.
Yeah, so like that. So my fourth one is Usher. I love
Usher's pretty dope.
Usher, man, if y'all have not seen him live, you missed out.
You know, I just saw that video where he's like popping and locking or some shit. And they're like, somebody come get Usher or some shit.
Man, listen,
let him do his fucking thing, y'all.
Yes, and watch out because he'll come for your baby mama. Like, he is crazy. No, we saw him a few years back in Vegas, and he puts on a show. Oh, my God. Yeah. Such an amazing show.
I like Usher.
I am excited for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, nobody texts me during halftime. Text me during the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
I don't watch the game, but I will watch the halftime show.
And the commercials.
And the commercials,
yeah. Of course.
Yeah. And then my last one, man, if y'all don't know who this person is, y'all have been sleeping under a rock. But Robert Glasper. You're sleeping under a rock.
Is this you had mentioned this person before?
My God, dude.
Right?
He is, yes. He's a pianist, he's a jazz artist from Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. I found out about him maybe in 2008 through Yahoo Music.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I was just looking up music to help me write my papers for my undergrad. And I found his sound. Mm-hmm. Dude, his sound is jazz and hip hop infused. He did like a medley of Jay Dilla's songs.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, my God, dude, his music. So then he obviously started collaborating with other R&B artists. He did a song called Black Radio with Mos Def or Yasin Bey.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing song.
I like him as Mos Def better.
Me too.
It just sounds
better. But other songs with like Brandy, Erykah Badu, Ledisi, man, Musiq Soulchild. He actually has a song with Musiq Soulchild that is me and my wife's like dream wedding song. Every time we hear, we're like, fuck. But he's been here in Austin a bunch of times, and
really?
More recently he was at Empire. Dude, I took my vinyl records thinking I could get an autograph. Dog, when I pulled up to Empire Garage Room, the line was out to the street. I'm like, I am never going to get this signed. So Robert Glasper, if you're listening, man, I'm a huge fan of yours. Can you please sign my vinyl? Please and thank you.
But you get to meet him, though, once, right?
You know what? I did not meet him, but he walked by me and Jess at a show one time. We were in line to see Erykah Badu in Houston years back. This is when Jess and I were first dating back 9 years ago. And we were in line in Houston to go see Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I see this big, tall figure, and I was like, oh man, this dude's tall. Oh my God. Jess was like, what's wrong? I go, babe.
Were you fangirling?
Yeah. And what's crazy is, again, nobody, at least in my opinion, nobody really knew who he was, but I'm over here like, that's fucking Robert Glasper. And she was like, what? I go, oh, that's fucking Robert Glasper.
Did Jess know who it was?
Just from me telling her, she's like, okay, this is the dude you've been listening to.
Okay.
So, all right, yeah. And then fast forward, we came to a show when he did one here at Lady Bird Lake. And, man, I paid extra to get the VIP tickets. I was, like, this far away from him.
Wow. So he's got a good following then, for sure.
Yeah, and just recently there was, like, this internet beef between Chris Brown and him. He won R&B album of the year. I think it was the Grammys, I don't remember. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but he won R&B album.
I'm switching headphones, by the way.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Won R&B album of the year, and Chris Brown was pissed. And he said, who the fuck is Robert Glasper?
Well,
and
now everyone knows.
And that became a thing, so much so that Robert Glasper ended up making merch that says, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? Yeah, It was like this big thing, dude.
So thanks to Chris Brown...
Now more and more people know about
him. There you go. Shit.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, what a diva, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to say this one last thing about Robert Glasper, and then I'm going to get off of it. But I listened to this other podcast called...
That is way better. Way fucking better.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I listened to this podcast called R&B Money, and it's by Tank and Jay Valentine. And so they just interview people that are in the R&B.
I haven't heard Tank in the longest time.
My God, yeah, Jess loves his voice. I'm like, hey, calm down. But yeah, they interviewed him, and it's one thing to appreciate an artist. It's one thing to find an artist talented, right? So like LL Cool J, Jay-Z, Nas, etc. But when you hear them talk about their artistry and what they look for in music, not just like a cool beat or not just something that's catchy, but like finding the story behind the lyrics, finding the story behind a vocalist's voice, right? That in itself, I don't know, for me, it makes my passion for music grow. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just a big music head, but yeah, man, shout out to Robert Glasper. Fucking love his music.
That's cool.
And my top genre was R&B.
Yeah, of course. What
was your top genre?
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's dope.
I get a lot of DMs from friends and stuff like that, and they'll send me shit like, there was like this one little video meme of like some people in a park, and they're playing like Ramon Ayala, and then it switches into like fucking heavy metal. So I get a lot of these DMs of Korn, whatever it is, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like people think like I don't know music because I only put stuff about heavy metal.
Yeah.
But y'all would be surprised at the library that's in my head when it comes to music. Like that's just what I prefer to listen to. Yeah. Because whenever I go to a gig, especially like if I'm gonna go play at Moonlight and it's like all Latin shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I get down with the fucking Latin music. Like it's one of my strengths as a DJ. But I don't listen to Latin music on my way there. I'll listen to fucking heavy metal. Because then in my brain, it's kind of like the song's already played out. My mind's tired of it. I don't kind of want to hear it. Yeah. So I just don't tune into anything. So when I'm at my gig, I want to hear it. I want to vibe out. Interesting. I want to jam out to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
So when you go to your gigs, your not preparation music, but to get you in the zone is heavy metal.
Yes. Yeah, because it's funny how you say it, like to get in the zone. It's like I kind of have to get out of the zone so that I can be in the zone
when I
DJ.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what about when you drive back home? Are you one of those that nothing? They say those that drive home in silence are psychos. They're serial killers.
I'm probably a freaking psycho. Yeah, I don't listen to anything. My ears are fucking
shot.
They need to recover.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So for me, like when I go to gigs, 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to songs that are for the event.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, if I'm going to go play at a Latin event, I start listening to Latin mixes, some of my older stuff or stuff that I've saved on SoundCloud or other podcasts, right? That play Latin music to give me inspiration, right? Same thing if I go to like, let's say a private event, I listen to like different mixes on like Fit Radio, SoundCloud, just again to get more inspo. But on the way home, I've noticed this about myself. I used to drive in silence. Yeah. And unless I'm pissed, now I listen to R&B music on the way home. Okay. But it's like
mellow, super mellow,
or baby making music or anything like that. Just because, we're driving home late from these gigs. Yeah. And so I don't want to say my anxiety's high, but I'm on alert because a lot of people unfortunately drive drunk still. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I'm driving and I need something to calm me. Yeah. And I like to sing. I shouldn't, but I like to sing. So I'll play some
No one's listening. You sing.
It's just me and my truck. Okay. We're having a whole concert on I-35 all the way home. So yeah, that I've noticed what calms me. And it's one specific album that I listen to, and it's the best of SWV. Oh. And I listened to that album. Is this one?
SWV is fucking dope. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't meet one of them, but I caught one of them when they were getting off the stage, and I took a picture of one of them. They're so pretty. Yeah. But no, I love their music. There's a song called Anything. I think it's the original version, not the hip hop version. Yeah. And yeah, I listened to that on the way home because it just like calms me.
So speaking of like preparing and stuff like that, how do you listen to the music like to see what's new and you jam out to it, or like how do you stay current with, let's just say for Latin, right? This is what we're talking about. Yeah. How do you stay current with Latin?
To be honest with you, what I do is I rely, this might be a plug. If y'all are listening, y'all owe me money or sponsor this podcast. But I listen to a lot of BPM Latino. Okay. And I also use Spotify. Okay. So BPM Latino, the thing that I like about them is that they obviously give you a lot of edits to songs that are already out, but then they also have like a trending chart. I think most DJ pools do that anyway, right? Yeah. But I rely on that heavy to know what is trending in the clubs or at the bars, right? But then they also have some pretty cool playlists, like a quinceañera playlist, a pachanga playlist, right?
I think Club Killers has the same.
So I've been trying to get into Club Killers, but that's another topic. Yeah. Not anything bad. It's just I haven't had any luck getting in. But anyway, so I rely a lot on BPM Latino. I also pull up Spotify and I type in, depending on what exactly I'm trying to look for, right? So like top reggaeton 2023, right? Cumbias, blah, 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 whatever. Right. And then obviously a lot of my peers that are in the Latin scene, I watch their stories and listen to what they're adding to their stories, like the songs, right? Some of my peers that listen heavily to Latin music, like, okay, what song did they add to their story? What song did they add to their reel? So I'm learning off of people because like you, I don't stay embedded listening to Latin music. Yeah. Sometimes I do. Just depends on what I feel. 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to old shit. Right. Because I like the old shit. Like Luis Miguel.
Not a bad selection.
That's my mero mole, right? Yeah. But to stay on top of current music, that's typically like my go-to. And then I'll try and pull up some pretty cool like remixes on SoundCloud. They may not be new music per se, but the remixes are new to me.
You know what works for me is 2 things. Reels. Yeah. From Instagram, and you get these fucking chicks that are dancing to fucking stupid music. Yeah. But then every once in a while, it'll be like a really good track, and I'm like, oh shit, like who is this? And I found a few tracks, in fact, that one reggaeton song, La Bebé. So I heard that song.
The Peso Pluma one?
Well, the original one. Okay. I heard that song a long time ago. And it didn't even have Peso Pluma then. I don't even think they had a music video to it yet. So, but I heard it a long time ago, and then it just slowly became a hit. But I had heard it a long time ago. And then just a few days ago, I was watching, Rio's just fucking going through shit. And there was this one track, and it was like this new artist from Chile. His name is like Jere Klein or some shit like that. And then I look into like his video. He's got fucking millions of hits on his video. So I broke that record last time I DJ'd last week, and I got a really good response from it. I don't think people knew what the track was, but they really liked the track, and I could see that they really enjoyed it. So but that's one, and the other one is my SoundCloud algorithm's really good for me.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs that I play and I like it, and then it'll give you the suggestions. It'll give you suggestions of more of what you like.
Yeah.
And then I just go down like that. So, that's how I stay current.
Yeah, the other thing that I also do, and this is not just current music, but just to hear like if there are other songs that I can maybe pepper into like a playlist or something, is creating those top songs or those favorite songs that I listen to into radio stations.
Okay.
So then you get other artists or songs that sounds like.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's been working for me. I don't step out a lot unless I'm getting paid.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's not to sound egotistical. It's just, we're all busy.
Yeah.
Right. And so unfortunately I don't get a lot of time to step out and go to the club scene.
Yeah.
And when I do,
you're not missing out on anything.
I'm not. I'm hearing the same 2000s tracks. It's not a bad thing. It's just, if that's what works, that's what works. So I'm not going to invest a lot of time in what's new. It's, if anything, it's just how do I make my set better?
What it really is, though? You're going to hit 40.
Probably. I'm in my senora mode right now.
Yeah.
I really am.
It's really what it is. Because I think as soon as I went over the 40 hump, shit really did start changing.
Wait, you're over 40?
Yes.
You're so young, bro.
Come on.
God, you look so young, dog.
But yeah, after the 40-year-old hump, I mean, shit just fucking changed. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I fucking love being in my 40s right now. But you do get a little bit of you're a fucking old head type of thing,
Back in my day.
So, whatever. Pinches huerquillos.
Yeah, do you think... so speaking of that, let's touch on that, right? So do you think that your music taste has changed, let's say, in the last 5 years?
Personally or DJing?
Both.
Personally, no. I still listen to the same shit.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I listen to new music. If it comes out down to hip hop, I probably tuned out after 2015.
Yeah.
I know very, very few of the littles. I know very few of the 3-lettered kids like YNB this and NBA Flyboy and all this shit.
Yeah.
It's honestly all crap to me.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I do not disagree with you. There's a TikTok video. I don't know if you've seen it, and a lot of people are making clips of it. I actually thought about making it, but they record themselves driving. Yeah. And they're like the hip hop I listen to.
Oh yeah.
Or the R&B that I listen to, and then they do the switch the radio, and then it's like my booty hole brown.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever the fuck, right? And I'm like, yes, exactly.
But you know what? I have a good sense of humor of it, and I have a pretty dark sense of humor to begin with. But for example, when I first heard that Sexy Red thing, my booty hole brown and all this shit, I fucking loved it because it's fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not because I really fucking love Sexy Red and I just fucking jam out to that. I think it's fucking total crap.
Yeah.
But the song itself, it's fucking hilarious. And when I play it, I like playing it because it's just fucking funny.
It's comical.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think Beyonce said this, and many artists have said this. It's just that people don't appreciate the artistry, the art in the music anymore.
Nah.
I mean, they don't listen to albums. People listen to a song for like 10 seconds and then they're checked out.
Right.
And
name a classic album from 2015 forward in hip hop.
I can't. If anything, I would probably say
Let us know.
Something Drake, probably.
Probably Drake.
You know what I'm saying? But and it's probably just because it's not coming to mind right now, right? But I'm pretty sure it's either Something Drake, Kendrick Lamar. I would hope these are albums.
But those are artists. You could tell these are artists.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Because I mean, if you go before that, then you have like Speakerbox, The Love Below, Dark as Hell is Hot.
So let's talk about that.
All that shit.
Okay. So one of my favorite things that happened this year.
Yeah.
50 years of hip hop music.
Yeah.
Dog, 50
years.
Freaking
That's
years,
crazy, right?
years. I've said this so many times to people, and I don't know why y'all keep playing with me, but I am a hip hop head at heart.
Mm-hmm.
I had the double XL magazines, the Source magazines.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed plugged into the streets.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was a rapper, for fuck's sake. I tried breakdancing.
We did all that shit. Yeah.
Breakdancing. I had, unfortunately, they got damaged, but I had a bunch of notebooks of poetry, raps, graffiti, tagging that I did. Like, hip hop is in my soul, right? So, with the 50th hip hop anniversary, and I still want to do a mix. I'll probably either a mix or do something for the gram, whatever.
Yeah.
But in your opinion, and I know Jay-Z's probably not one of them, so whatever. But in your opinion, what are your personal top 5 artists
of hip hop?
Now, this could mean, now look, before y'all go killing me, this could mean anything. This is your personal top 5. So this could be influence on culture, right?
That's what I was going to say.
This could be bars. This could be the way they fucking dress. I don't care. This is your personal favorite.
So personal, favorite rappers, I'm not going to do it. I'll stick more to the influential.
All right.
That they were mostly influential to hip hop.
All right.
First and foremost, I definitely want to say Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Hey.
Yes. And for many reasons, because Grandmaster Flash was one of the earliest DJs.
Yeah.
So we're DJs, and that's like right in the same line. Mm-hmm. So that's number one. Number two, I think this person was way ahead of their time. Their influence is still heard today, this day, and that would be Afrika Bambaataa.
Oh yeah.
Afrika Bambaataa.
Yeah.
That influence is heavy to this day.
The dress, the sound.
The sound.
Yeah.
I mean, even the City Girls sampled,
Yes.
Afrika Bambaataa.
Yes.
So definitely that. I want to say who else was very influential in hip hop. We're not limited to just rappers, right?
Nah.
Okay.
This is your
it's hip hop, right?
Yeah.
I want to say the Executioners.
Okay.
The Executioners. And let's see, that would be 3. 4, I want to say Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac had a huge influence.
Biggie or Tupac? I'm putting you in the corner right now.
I'm going to have to go with Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he laid down some serious...
Now I hate you. I'm just kidding. No, shout out to Tupac.
Those were bombs. Those were bombs. So I want to say Tupac just because there was like a huge era of Tupac.
I think he was ahead of his time.
Yeah,
and the shit he said is still relevant today.
Right. I mean, they have college courses on his writings and stuff like that. So that tells you a lot,
Right.
And let's see. Last, I don't really listen to him a lot, but I want to say Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Because I'm just taking it across 50.
Right.
Because he's very poetic, I think, and he's very political as well.
Yeah.
Something like what I guess maybe Public Enemy was at a certain time in a different way, but they were still political and they were socially conscious and stuff like that. Which an honorable mention would be Public Enemy for me.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to go across the whole 50 years. But I want to say, I definitely want to say Kendrick Lamar because he's an artist. He's very influential. He's from the streets too, and he's just a pretty good artist. So I don't really listen to him a lot other than the mainstream songs, but I have heard some of his songs that I listen to him and I appreciate them, but it's not something that I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta listen to the song or whatever. But I truly appreciate the artistry, and then I just move forward.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hear that.
What about you?
So mine, and this is not in any particular order,
right? But
this one that came to mind. I freaking love this man.
Okay.
Throughout all of high school.
I know who it is.
School, yes. Like he was, yes, dude. He was even when I was straight. He was even my boyfriend. Like that was my man. He couldn't say shit to me about DMX. But DMX.
Did he ever throw your name in one of the songs?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
What these bitches want from a nigga. There was Keisha. They did. He said Carla. Felicia. Somebody else.
That was you.
I was like, my little teenage heart. I was like, yes. No, but
That's fucking hilarious.
God, that's fucking embarrassing, man. This is gonna be a clip somewhere. But what's funny is I took my dad to. There's so much I can say about DMX, but funny story. So I took my dad with me. He actually took me to the Rough Rider and Cash Money Records.
Really?
Yes, I was in high school.
Wow.
So he took me because obviously I was underage and whatever, right? So he took me, and I remember DMX coming out of this cage, and he was coming down from him, and I lost my fucking mind, dog. I was on the floor, he was like right above me and shit. I was losing my shit, right? And my dad was just like, my dad does not speak English, so he's just like, okay, this is cool, or whatever, right?
Bonito.
Yeah, okay, padre, whatever, right? But he knew I was gonna lose my shit, right?
Yeah.
And so he comes out, and then I think it was Swiss Beats that was DJing, and he was put your fucking X's up in there, and I'm like, I'm doing this shit, and I go, Apa, Alessi, and my dad was like, whatever, like my dad just went along. Dog, I lost my shit. So that was me in high school.
That's dope.
And then I saw him maybe in 08, 09. I was obviously no longer straight. But I saw him, and I fell for him. Like I felt so bad because of obviously a lot of his the vices got the best of him. You know what I'm saying?
But what a creative and genius mind he has.
Dude, man, I challenge all of y'all to listen to the It's Dark and Hell is Hot album and the Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album.
Keyword albums.
Albums.
Yeah.
Like, his storytelling is crazy. Now, there was, like, when I was a kid in high school, there were certain lyrics of his that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Just because I'm from the streets, but not the streets
right,
him.
Right.
And so, but when you listen to his storytelling, like especially like the Damien songs, when he's talking to this dark side of him, fuck, like it's crazy. So always had an appreciation for DMX, like bar for bar. You can tell me shit. I would print out the little lyrics when we first started going through like the internet and stuff. I had a whole fucking slam book. I was a fan. Like them little white girls that love NSYNC and shit back in the day.
You were for DMX.
DMX was my NSYNC. He was my Justin Timberlake. So DMX, still just lyrically fucking amazing. Rest in peace to X, man.
For sure.
Jigga, Jay-Z, Biggie.
Of course.
Biggie, huge fucking Biggie fan.
Yep.
Nas, like I said. Now, the spot for number 5, I'm not going to lie, I don't have a spot.
Okay.
Because there's so many artists that are coming to mind that are, in my opinion, well, one in particular has a huge influence on hip hop. I don't care what you say. And that is Missy Elliott.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck.
For sure, yeah.
Missy was way ahead of her goddamn time. You would be so excited to see her music videos because you knew she was about to do something crazy.
Absolutely.
Spit in somebody's fucking mouth. What is it? That get your freak on. Fucking coming out with a big old trash bag on, The Rain. You know what I mean? And so many other shit. Like the one that she did with the Brat. Was it Sock It To Me?
Sock It To Me.
Yeah, it looks like a whole little, what is it? Mega Man?
Yeah.
Like the Nintendo shit. That's the thing that I miss about music videos.
My song was Hot Boys.
Oh my God, yes.
That's a fucking jam right there.
Fucking bars on that one. Yes.
Nas
too. Yes. Escobar, right?
Yep.
Oh man,
it's crazy, right?
Yes. Well, you're gonna be in the middle of the night, but up in she's with me. I love it. I love
crazy.
it. One of my one that she did, it was a fefeature, was Not Tonight. So this was a remix of Ladies Night.
Yeah.
It's Ladies Night. What?
It's
Angie on the mic. Yes. Yep. And then she's like, you ain't gonna have me. What does it say? You ain't gonna use me to just be singing hooks. What I look like? Patty LaBelle or somebody? Ninja. She didn't say ninja, but y'all get where I'm going. Yeah, I love Missy. Jess is a huge fan of Missy. That is one artist on our bucket list to see.
Yeah.
Somebody recorded her concert on
she's
YouTube.
A really good producer too.
Yes.
She's a really good producer.
Fuck, man. Her and Timbaland.
Yeah, she's super underrated as far as production, but
Yes. I also love Common.
I like Common.
Common, man. That fool can rap. I used to love her. It's one of my favorite fucking songs. The Light. Classic.
The Light.
Right?
I like The Light Part 2.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Light Part 2.
I need to do that. Love of My Life.
Yeah.
You know, with Badu, right? But there's 2 artists in particular that I always say are underrated. And they're females.
Okay.
Snow the Product
Yep.
And Young M.A.
I saw Young the Product.
Okay. Wow, they had a baby. It's a hybrid baby. Young the Product.
Snow the M.A. and Young the Product.
Yeah. Shit sounds like.
I saw it in San Antonio.
No shit.
Yeah, I saw it in San Antonio. It was a really, really good show. It was at the peak where she had this whole woke.
Oh yeah.
The woke theme to her.
Yeah.
In her career. So it was really good. I do like her older stuff a lot better.
Yeah.
I have heard some of her newer stuff, and she is one of the best lyrically in English and Spanish together.
Yes.
She'll fucking rap around rappers like in English and Spanish. She's super fucking creative.
Yes.
And it's just I can't say anything bad about her.
Yeah, her and like I said, Young M.A. Young M.A. can spit.
She can. I haven't heard much from the typical club songs, but
yeah, I mean, I don't think she's released any
she's
new
super
music.
sick though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what's going on
Her
with
liver.
Is
she's
that
an alcoholic.
Okay,
Yeah.
Man. Shout out to Young M.A. Man.
Yeah.
Hopefully she gets better. But man, her bars are sick.
Yeah.
Top 3 albums that you like, hip hop albums of all time.
Oh man,
This one might be tough.
Well,
but let's get it.
For me, it would have to be Mr. Smith.
Okay.
From LL Cool J.
Yeah.
I think the second album would probably have to be. I am gonna say. Speaker Box and the Love Below.
Oh, Jess would love you.
From Outkast.
Yes.
That's a great album.
Uh-huh.
And one more album from hip hop that I could just fucking listen to.
Like no skips even.
You know what? I am gonna say the first P. Diddy and the Family.
Oh yeah, is that the one that had a victory?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I like that. I like that album.
Yeah. You know what? X that. Well, honorable mention. All Eyes on Me. Tupac.
Okay.
You could hear all those freaking songs and not skip one.
I hear that.
And it was a double CD. So
yeah.
Those would be mine. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about yours?
I might have to come back to the number 3, but Dark and Hell is Hot, DMX. No,
sure.
No skips for me.
Yep.
I love that freaking album. Jay-Z's The Black Album.
Okay.
I like that one. Reasonable Doubt is another good one too.
Yeah.
But right now, I think just off the top of my head, man, Nas is what is the first one? Is it Illmatic?
Illmatic.
Yeah, Illmatic, man. That is a classic hip hop album, man. Lots of goodies in that one there.
Yeah, definitely.
One more thing on hip hop. What are in your opinion, top 3 rap groups?
Rap groups. Outkast.
Okay. Jess would love you for that.
Definitely Outkast. Wu-Tang.
Yes. Wu-Tang.
And who else? Oh man, I want to say. I'm stuck between. I don't know if it's a group, but I want to say I'm stuck between UGK and G Unit.
Okay. I can get down with that. Yeah.
I mean, UGK's from the South.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have a lot of iconic songs that, we grew up with.
Word. Yeah. Mine, The Roots.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I knew you would say that. Yeah.
Can I kick it?
Yeah.
Right. And, what did I say? Roots, Tribe, and Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, yeah.
Bomb atomically,
Yep.
Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses.
Such an
can
iconic
define what
verse.
I be dropping these mockeries, lyrically
Such an
performed
iconic verse.
Man, listen.
Did you see the show?
Which show?
The Wu-Tang one.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
I started watching like the first 3 episodes and I've fallen off. So
Really?
I need to go back and watch
It's really
them.
good.
Yeah, I love
like
my
it.
ratchet shows, so I bounce around. Listen,
like the Wives of Atlanta or some shit?
Love and hip hop. I started watching that and then forget it. So
Oh,
I need to go
man.
back and watch, and I think that's probably something I'll do during my downtime.
Yeah. No, you should definitely watch it. I think
Yeah.
the casting is really good, except for the guy who plays the RZA. I don't think he's a good actor though.
Yeah.
I don't take anything away from him, but I don't think he doesn't make me feel like it's the RZA.
Like it's him.
Nah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, the rest of them are pretty good actually. I think the one who plays Raekwon is pretty good. And who's the David? What's his name? Dave something that plays Method Man.
Dave East.
Dave East.
Love Dave East.
He's really good. I think
Have you heard his raps?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Forbes list. Still one of his first songs that came out. Love that fucking song.
What is it? One song that I like? Paranoid, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really dope
yes,
track.
Now it's gonna kill me. Dave East, Paranoia. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a badass song.
Yeah.
He's a really good rapper, and he's a really good actor too.
Yeah.
And I think everyone else that was casted was really good, but
Yeah.
except the guy that plays RZA. He's alright.
Nah, not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite albums from The Roots is this one called Homegrown. Homegrown, and this features obviously all the members. It includes what's his name, D'Angelo.
Uh-huh.
It includes Rozelle. You remember
Oh,
Rozelle?
Rozelle, yeah.
If your mother
Yeah,
only...
Rozelle. I would
I
see
sound
him
like
all the
trash.
time on MTV.
Yeah.
He was always on MTV.
Scott Storch, like all these
Mm-hmm.
amazing artists, and both of those albums are so soulful. Love it. So yeah, The Roots, Wu, and Tribe Called Quest, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So speaking of downtime, and maybe I can watch now, catch up on the Wu shows. Holiday season is here.
Yeah.
You don't sound so excited.
Well, not necessarily because, at work it is peak season for flu and all this shit. So,
yeah. And so for people that don't know what you do, man, what you do?
I'm a registered nurse. In
Yeah, so he takes
emergency
care of us,
room
man.
and ICU and shit like that. So,
Yeah, man.
it
He
gets
got the
pretty
drugs.
busy.
He got the hookup.
Yeah.
He's the I'm just kidding.
It gets pretty busy for us, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also do photography. So what does that look like for you for the holidays?
You know what? I actually am not doing a lot of shoots like to make money. I'm actually concentrated and focused on perfecting my craft and kind of finding myself.
Okay.
I really don't mean to talk shit about any photographers or anything, but
That's all right. Call them out.
No, it's just not any person in specific, but I'm just not the kind of photographer that does like, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it, like Christmas minis and $50 and, whatever. I really don't like doing those just to make a quick buck. It's so easy to do that, I think. And, you get a nice little setup, you work on your setup, and you just point, shoot, and put a preset filter, and you're done. I don't like to do that. I've been really into composing my image, like really looking at where I'm shooting the picture. I go out to like Wimberley and these types of places. We really put thought into the wardrobe, the hair, what the makeup's looking like, what the hair's looking like. So it's a production, and I've been really into that. I've been perfecting my craft in Photoshop and how to edit and stuff like that. So I've taken a turn as opposed to doing senior portraits and making money, which I really can, but money's not. It's not my goal right now. It's just to get better at photography.
What would you say your photography style is? Or is there one in particular that you're trying to attain? Right
now, it's more of fine art.
Fine art?
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Fine art is a type of photography that it's just more detail. It's not just point and shoot. It's not just like skin retouching, but it's more of there's like 13 to 15 steps into the editing process, and it just makes everything look different. I'll have to show you when we're off camera.
Yeah.
But it's just really, really nice photography. It's really tasteful. It's really classy. And they're actually really good money makers. One of those portraits you can actually sell for about $1,000.
No shit.
That's what a fine art photographer would sell you a portrait for. Just one.
Wow.
Yeah, for about $1,000. So.
Okay.
And there's a market for it.
So that's what you're doing, or is that one that you're trying to aspire to?
That's what I'm currently learning to do right now. But I've been doing a lot of other types of photography, like using like the light tubes. Been doing some stuff like that, using like smoke and color flashes and shit like that. But,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay, cool. And as far as DJing, do you get to DJ a lot during the holidays?
If I'm free and I'm off, there's always an opportunity. I just DJ'd last week, So, my friends will call me, friends that we know, and they're like, yo, can you come cover for me, or you want to DJ with me and stuff like that. And those are pretty much the gigs that I take now.
Yeah.
I don't go out and look for gigs anymore.
No,
I really don't feel like doing that. I think we've talked about it in other episodes, why, some places are this, some places are that, and pays and all this fucking shit. So I'm just kind of a little bit past that. But yeah, no, I'll DJ, like, if my friend Crazy Mix is like, yo, I'm out of town, can you cover for me? And it's absolutely. And then I'm thrilled and happy to go because I haven't DJed in a while.
Right.
Or Arlie will be like, yo, come throw a set with me, whatever, other friends in Jackalope and shit like that. And I'm fucking thrilled to do it. And it's great for me because that's when I've already built like a little library and I'm like, I can't wait to play this shit.
Yeah.
As opposed to fucking playing every week, you play the same music and, all the stuff that we've talked about. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What are your holidays looking like?
Holidays for me usually are like a downtime.
Yeah.
Except for like the first 2 weeks of
you
December.
You don't have downtime. You're always so busy.
Well, the thing is that I like staying busy.
This month's schedule.
I know. I say that and then like I get messages on
That's a good thing though.
It is a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I also enjoy the downtime, right?
Yeah.
This Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
Like I did nothing. And it felt weird,
yeah.
but it felt good. Looking back, I'm like, shit, I needed that. But in the moment, I'm like, oh God, like I need to do something, right? I feel like I should be out here making money.
Yeah.
But it feels good to have downtime because then I think that's when the inspiration comes in, right?
For sure.
The creative juices start flowing, right? So now it's just a matter of executing all the ideas. But yeah, like the holidays for me, like usually it's like this one particular week in December, and it's the second week of December. And that's when everybody and their mom is trying to do their holiday parties. Mm-hmm. So like the corporate parties. So this year is the same thing. Like next week I'm busy, right? But other than that, like it's a really good time for me to catch up on shows. So like the Wu-Tang show, right?
Yeah.
But then also clean up my library.
Oh.
Man. We've talked about this before, and I'm still waiting.
I cleaned my library, and mine's pretty good right now.
I don't. I keep making crates and crates and crates and crates. So that is something that I will be focusing on during the holidays, is cleaning up my library. Obviously, going through, Is
that your New Year's resolution?
Maybe.
What do you have a New Year's resolution?
I don't, but I do have some stuff that I want to do or aspire to do in 2024.
Yeah.
So I'm putting this out there. Right? But I do want to travel for DJing.
Oh, okay.
I want to be able to DJ somewhere outside of Austin. Now, granted, I've DJed in Houston, I've DJed in San Antonio, I've DJed in Dallas.
Right.
Yes, so obviously I want to continue those, but I want to also have at least one gig outside of Texas.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've aspired to do is to be a traveling DJ.
Right.
And so I'm trying to work towards that.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to remember, if it happens, great. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay.
That's fine too, yeah.
It's okay. But I want to travel. So it's one of the things I aspire to do.
So what kind of effort do you think you're having to put to do that? Is it just like tapping back into connections that you made?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I'm fortunate to have connections outside of Texas, right? Like Ilset out in Miami, right? Von Kiss in California, and many other DJs that I've known in California.
Yeah.
DJ Mad. Matt, right? He's out of Dallas, Mark Cuts, all of them, right? And then many others in Houston. Shout out to Agbad, the Bon Bon team, DJ Roses, everybody. Mm-hmm. And so it really does come down to me finding the time in my schedule to be able to either go visit these CDs. Look at that, the Mexican accent came out.
These
CDs, to go visit the CDs and to go DJ and play some music and make the people dance. Yeah, it's still in me. Listen, English is my second language. Don't kill me, okay? But yeah, like I think it's really just comes down to that because I've listened to different DJ podcasts where they interview DJs that travel. Yeah. And it just really comes down to working your network.
Yeah.
Because how crazy would that sound, right? To go reach out to a random bar in, let's say, New York and be like, yo, okay, let me come play. And be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Right? And even still, now that I just thought about it, I have another DJ Connect in New York. Right? So it's tapping into that network, but I also have to be realistic with myself. So if I want to go DJ at these places, I got to be available.
Yeah.
Because I fucked up a lot when I first started here in Austin.
Yeah.
I wanted every single opportunity to be like, yeah, let's do it. And I looked at my schedule like, fuck, I'm booked on those days.
Yeah. You know,
what I mean?
And it's kind of weird when you say that because, for example, like I just stopped taking, I stopped taking gigs. I stopped looking for gigs. And sometimes part of networking is just being out there, making face.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't have to be, you know, that you're playing somewhere or whatever, but sometimes just to go see someone, say hi, what's up, be visible.
Yeah.
Because I think that the minute that you're not there, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Word.
And it's like I've just kind of kept away from 6th Street for a while, and then it's like Dirty Chris is no longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how in our industry you're forgotten about.
Yeah, for sure.
Fast.
I mean, and sometimes I guess you gotta learn to not take offense to that because that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I think so. So, you know, if you see someone's like, oh, you know, they put this lineup and maybe they didn't talk to you, well, you haven't been around.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even just that, right? I'm learning that sometimes it's not just that you're not around, but sometimes that gig is not for you.
True.
I used to take that very personal.
Yeah,
man, why didn't you put me on or whatever?
Yeah.
But as much as I want to be everywhere, not every gig is for me too.
Yeah.
Right. And then it also comes down to what you want to do personally.
Right.
Right. So I know at some point this year, I was just like, okay, I have had enough of the Latino gig, the Latin gigs.
Yeah.
I was doing so many. And look at me. I love hip hop music. I love R&B music. Like I want to tap into all this shit, other shit. I play house music. I just played house music at a rooftop bar.
Oh, yeah.
That was so much fucking
great,
fun.
right? Yeah.
So if I want to start tapping into other things, I also have to sit with myself like, okay, I understand that this gig is no longer for me, and it's okay that they didn't pick me.
You know what? And it's funny that you say it like that because, you know, we had Dopez on our show. And if you guys follow Dopez, and I know you follow Dopez, he's really evolving as a DJ rather than a turntablist.
Yeah.
And he said that that's what he wanted. He wanted to be known more for just, you know, not just being a turntablist because he has nothing else to prove. So he wanted to be, you know, known for DJing, for playing music, house music, him making his own house tracks. And if you follow his story, he's doing a lot of gigs in a lot of these places and playing house music and stuff like that. And I think he's evolved a lot as a DJ.
Yeah, no, man. Shout out to Dopez. And that's why I say, like, sometimes it comes down to sitting with yourself, like, well, why am I taking it personally, right? What do I want to do? Okay, maybe me not being picked to go on this lineup was a good thing because I want to do other stuff, right? So, yes, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind, but it's also looking back at like, okay, why didn't I get it? Sometimes you just don't fit the look, unfortunately. And it's not look, when I say physically, it's just that event is just not your style.
Not the vibe.
Yeah, I've gotten actually offered to DJ other LGBTQIA events, and they're country related or they're pop related, right? We're gonna have a Taylor Swift night or da. And I'm gay.
Not your vibe.
Yeah, it's not my vibe.
Yeah,
exactly. Other events, other Latino events that are also not my vibe. And I'm not saying I don't want to do Latino events. That's not what I'm saying. But at one point this year, I was just like, I need to take a break from this. Yes, I can only play cumbias and reggaeton over and over and over again when my heart is pulling me to play other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one thing that I want to try and shoot for in 2024 is to travel, to DJ and travel at least one gig outside of Texas and get a feel of what that's like. You know, the other thing during the holidays too, it's a good time to not only organize your music, right, and spend time with family, but to your point, also network. Yeah. So I want to give a big shout out to Helios and Photos by Jay. Yeah. They've been organizing these DJ meetups and photo shoots. And the one that we did at the Fiesta was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. It was me, Colombo, Dopez was there.
Dopez was there,
Right, Helios, homie Jasmine, La Moon. It was so much fun. We rented out, well, not we like I did, but they rented out this lowrider.
Yeah,
photo
I saw
shoot
that. It was
dope.
Some pretty dope pictures.
Yeah, and then we went to La Fiesta and we were big kids. Yeah. Like I was on the phone on a banana. So was La Moon. We were in the piñata aisle. We were playing with the candy. Like we were just big kids.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun.
And and All Day Ray. What the fuck? Yeah. All Day Ray was there too. Yes. So shout out to All Day.
And I saw it and it was pretty cool to like outline everyone is a Hispanic and differentiating everyone's lineage and stuff like that. That was pretty dope to see. So
no, I enjoyed it because we weren't in working mode.
Right.
We were just big kids.
Right.
You know.
Just goofing off.
Yeah. And I know she had another one at Richie's Gallery. I unfortunately couldn't make it, but again, shout out to her and Photos by Jay for doing that.
Yeah.
Tonight specifically, I know this already happened by the time y'all listen to this, but even Lauren Light too. So she's another DJ that is hosting an all women's open deck
I did see that.
night. Yeah.
I did see that.
So DJ Helios is the featured DJ for tonight.
Right.
I'll also be there dropping a set and a few others.
Okay.
But again, this is her another way to bring female DJs. I know some of us hate that term, but it's an open space, open deck for women to come in and DJ.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the holidays is another good opportunity to step out and go network and go talk to people and set yourself up for 2024.
For sure.
You know, January is another very slow month for DJs.
It is?
I know it is.
Well, after like New Year's.
I know it is for me.
Yeah.
I think right now I only have one gig in January. Actually, two. I lied.
Okay.
But as compared to, let's say, March, South by, or like October, wedding season, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes even some of the summer seasons, January is just like...
Yeah, because we're already starting to plan stuff for South by Southwest. And actually, this one venue just told me that they weren't booking past fucking December. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a lot of work that goes into putting those events together, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why we're really glad when people showed up. And, you know, this past South by Southwest, I think it was a pretty good success that we had. So there was a lot of work put into it. And, you know, many people did different things. And we all came together and had a great event. Yeah. But that's what I'm starting to do right now. And that's part of the networking thing, you know, starting to look at these venues and talking to them and trying to get sponsors and all these, you know, all these new companies. And
yeah, man.
Even in photography, we do networking and learning. That's what we do. You collaborate with other photographers and you learn from other photographers.
Right.
So I'm actually going to be heading out to Guadalajara in February.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
What's in Guadalajara?
It's a photography workshop. It's like a wedding photography workshop.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good workshop because I'll have to show you these pictures. They're just amazing pictures. And this photographer, her name is Barbara Torres, and she's like a super sought out photographer in Mexico.
Oh, dope.
So she's really, really good. So I get to learn from her directly and just try to apply that shit because Mexican weddings are amazing.
Oh, we're dope.
I mean, they're fucking amazing. I mean,
we're a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
but the weddings in Mexico, we're not just talking about, or are you talking about in general?
In general, we know we party.
Because I love the weddings back home. Everybody's dancing. Here, this is a different story.
It is a different story.
But over there, people are more like el ambiente. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's just up there.
And she just captures amazing moments with amazing colors, angles, and everything. Which is I guess I'm starting to steer off a little bit more into the photography than the DJing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm liking it. A lot of our friends are fucking getting into it as well.
I've seen that. I know Diggy. Yeah. Who else?
Diggy's doing it really good. RLE does photography as well. He does like events, like the events that we have. He takes really good pictures. Lazy Boy.
Okay.
Lazy Boy is a really good photographer out there in California. He's a friend of mine, and we're always texting back and forth, sharing ideas and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I know that he's got friends that are, you know, pretty big DJs out there in California that also shoot pictures. There's Andre. Andre's one of our talented DJs here in Austin too, and he does all his photography on iPhone.
Oh, okay.
And he's really talented with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at videography and photography on iPhone. Not at the professional level that you do it, but it's just sometimes when I don't have another person to record or a professional that I can hire that's available, then it falls on me, right? To record like the B-roll at the event or how to record myself DJing and stuff like that. And these YouTube videos, YouTube University has been helping me.
Oh, for sure.
So I may reach out to him too. Like, man, what are some like basic settings I could have on my phone? Right?
I think YouTube needs to start handing out degrees on
I'm
things.
saying, and Sally Mae needs to give me a refund because I'm learning more from YouTube than some of my traditional schooling. But go to school, kids. Say no to drugs.
For sure.
So speaking of 2024, right? So you're going to Guadalajara. What the fuck was that? This coffee is not hitting. But speaking of Guadalajara, and you're trying to go and perfect your photography skills, right? For lack of better words. are there some skills that you want to improve on for 2024? We talking 2024, y'all. We talking manifesting. So I'm manifesting that I'm going to DJ one gig at least.
Yeah.
Outside of Texas.
DJing, I am gonna focus on my scratching.
Same.
Scratching.
Same.
I haven't practiced the way that I should practice. In fact, the only time I practice is during like some of the cut sessions. But some of these guys that are going there, they're just fucking beasts, and I'm just like, God damn.
Now that's not to say that if you don't know how to scratch, you shouldn't come.
No, for sure.
Please
you
do,
should
because
go.
That's when you should go, when people are better than you, so you can learn from them.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead. You were saying.
Scratching. Definitely scratching. As far as DJing, that's about the only skill that I really, really, really want to master. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like competition level, like Diggy or Dopest or whatever. But I mean, it's a good skill to have, and we talked about that before. And I just really want to perfect it. Like I want to feel like I'm there with those other guys.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
As far as photography, just get better. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna stop learning photography. It's just really good.
Yeah. What about personal? A personal skill or something that you want to do or get better
I really want to get back in the gym.
Yeah.
Just the way that I used to like 5-6 years ago. I was in my peak, I feel, and then I just want to get back to that.
Yeah. Word.
You know what? It's pretty cool because at this point in my life, I feel like I've done a lot of the things that I've wanted to do. So I don't have a lot of new things. Just kind of sometimes get back to the old things that we let go.
Yeah.
Like the gym.
Yeah, I hear that.
What about you?
DJ wise, I definitely want to get better at scratching, right? And more so with my left hand. I'm very right hand dominant.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you could see that in my DJing, right? I DJ a lot with my right hand, so I definitely want to not only build this left hand muscle.
I don't think the people know what we're talking about, though.
No, and I'm not going to tell you, but because it doesn't matter as long as people have fun, right? But I do want to get better at scratching and using my left hand.
Okay.
I do want to make it a point to attend more Scratch Theory sessions. I love going to those. Unfortunately, either I have a gig or I am fried from days on days of gigs, right? But there is one on December 20th, so if it's not the 20th by the time y'all hear this, make sure y'all come out. Follow us on the page, Scratch Theory of Texas on IG. But definitely get better at that, and I'm going to clean up my playlist. Yeah. Because I'm starting to pick up more of my DJing style. I like to do a lot of fast mixing or a lot of blends.
Okay.
But they come in my head and my hands are not that fast.
Right.
Or we don't have a search crate field on Serato that can help. So, but I think again, it still comes back down to better organization of my crates, right? Yeah. Another thing career-wise that I had started this year, and I'm going through some business coaching, mindset coaching around it. I took a class on it. I've been very fortunate to have I'm about to have 5 speaking gigs, but I started a journey of motivational speaking. So I know some of our peers started photography. Yeah. Well, for me, it's motivational speaking. Yeah. As you can hear, I love to talk. But I'm learning that a lot of my story needs to be heard, especially in the Latina community, the youth, the LGBTQIA community. And I've had a lot of successes so far doing it. So now it's just a matter of perfecting that craft and then getting paid for it.
Yeah,
because there is money to be made in that, right? But that, and then personal, man, just like you, man, go back to the gym. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like I try to go at least once a week, twice a week, but I was a gym rat.
Yeah, me too.
You couldn't tell me shit.
Yeah, me too.
I was in there getting it. Yeah. You know, so
I think that's a whole different culture in its own as well.
Yeah.
Because you start watching all these videos on YouTube of other influencers and all this shit, and it's just a completely different culture. That sometimes there's no room for these 2 things or 3 things that you do.
Yeah, because we come out late from our gigs. We're standing for hours. We work night shift. So then it's like, well, where do you find that balance of getting a good night's rest? Yeah. Or you got to get up and go to the gym, right? And I remember being in that world, that gym rat world, especially like in 2017. Yeah. Like I lived and breathed the gym. Like DJing took a backseat for a little bit. Yeah. But now it's like, how do both worlds coexist? Right. And I think it also comes down to, this is going to sound very, but giving yourself grace to say, you know what, I at least went to the gym for like 30 minutes. Yeah. Versus like, I used to be in the gym for like 3 hours. Yeah. You know what I mean? I used to be in boxing for like 2 hours, and now it's like I don't have 2 hours. I barely have an hour.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it's
And now that you're 40, you need a little bit more rest.
Stretched.
You can stretch it out better for sure.
Dude, man, like this, oh my God, this one gig that I did. Oh, I had a back-to-back day this one Saturday. I had a gig that was a 6-hour long gig. And then I did another 4 hours.
My goodness.
So that was one whole day.
Yeah.
Dude, the next day I was like a prune. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to get up out of bed. Getting me out of bed was like the Tin Man. Like I needed some oil to like stretch. Dude, shit hurts longer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Shit hurts so bad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what I aspire to do in 2024. Some things I'm going to do. I'm manifesting it.
Yeah.
Working towards it. But before we go into our this or that, I do want to send our condolences to the Road podcast crew.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Neva.
DJ Neva.
Yeah, man. I every time that the crew has come down to Austin, I unfortunately haven't had a chance. Me personally, I don't know about you, but I haven't had a chance to go and attend some of their sessions.
No, I have not.
I recently met Crooked. He was at the R&B and Ribs.
Right?
Yeah, so shout out to Nopa Slaps. Oh my God, that was such a good show. Yeah,
that was pretty dope for you.
But he was there, and I didn't realize it was him. And I was like, hey, you're a DJ? He's like, yeah. I was like, what's your DJ name? He said, Crooked. I was like, oh, dude, what the fuck? Like, where was I? You know? So yeah, man. So shout out to the whole Road podcast crew.
They're a huge inspiration to us.
Very much so, man. They definitely inspire us to kick off this podcast. Yeah. Obviously we're here in the local scene in Austin, Texas, but the Road podcast, definitely one of those DJ podcasts that y'all should follow and listen to. But rest in peace to Neva, man.
Yeah, man. On that, man, I just wanted to say that because we were just talking about the gym and shit like that, how we should just make an effort to be a little bit more healthier than we are. Because you never really know what is going on if you don't get checked and stuff like that.
Word.
But, just eating a little bit healthier, a little bit of exercise a few times a week, once a week, it goes a long way. Trust me, I see it in the hospital all the time, So the last thing I would want to hear is that a fellow, DJ of ours is, really, really sick and in the same situation like that.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say their name, but this was someone that I knew many, many years ago. I'm talking like 2009, maybe 2010. This person unfortunately passed away very young. I went to high school with them. And when I went to their funeral, unfortunately, all their pictures were pictures of them with alcohol in their hand. And unfortunately, they did pass away from alcohol-related issues.
It's a horrible thing.
I don't know what DJ Neva passed away from.
I think he had a stroke.
Oh, no.
And he had already had strokes before. So he was at high risk for it.
Yeah. I say the alcohol piece, not because, again, it relates to Neva, but this was someone that was very young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of our listeners are not our age. They're younger than us. Yeah. Right? And so I am not here to say, kids, you shouldn't drink. But to Chris's point, is also being aware of what you're at with your body. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor, go get yourself checked out, and make healthier choices every now and then, right? Getting back to the gym. We can't help the fact that we DJ and DJ late, but sometimes it's okay to sleep in and give yourself some more rest so you're a little bit more productive the next day. Yeah. And if you have free time, go to the gym. Yeah. Right? Go for a walk. Yeah. Yes.
I recently, a few weeks ago, I went to Laredo and I was DJing in Laredo, and it was actually it was a benefit event for one of my OGs. And the benefit was for medical expenses because he had open heart surgery. And he's in his 50s and stuff, and we DJed together for quite a few years, and he was one of the first DJs in Laredo. And pretty much all my OGs were there in one room. The last time that we were in the same room together was literally about 20 years ago. So as you could tell, they were all way older than I am.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to see them there, still DJ, and most of them still DJ actively still. But I saw them and they look old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was very weird to me because I saw them and it's like, I never saw them as old people, you know what I'm saying? And now it's not that I see them as old people, they're just older.
Yeah.
They're aging. And one of them had to have open heart surgery. So I actually took the time and I went to, to my mentors. And I thanked them for everything that they did.
Yeah.
I thanked them for everything that they did for me, whether they knew it or not, whether they knew that they were influential on my DJ career or not. I thanked them for it. And I said, hey, thank you for always allowing me to play with you. Thank you for taking me to your gigs. Thank you for having me carry your crates across the bridge into Mexico to DJ. I was fucking 15 years old doing this shit.
It teaches you hard work. It teaches you how to value that hard work, right? What it takes to do what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that they're older, they were really taken aback. Like, oh shit! Like, I don't think they've ever heard that before.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever heard anybody thank them. They probably don't even think that they were influential on someone. But
they just did what they needed to do.
Right. But I really took the time to tell them, like, hey, you were important in my DJ career, and I appreciate you for it. And right now that you're here and alive, I want to tell you thank you.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. No, absolutely. What happened
there? Probably the battery.
Okay. All right. Cool. One thing right now that you're talking about, like your influences, right? These cats that took you under their wing.
Yeah.
Going back to Nas. And speaking of 50th anniversary of hip hop, one thing that was brought up is how rappers nowadays, they make a shitload of money, right? Because of streams, TikTok videos, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then the pioneers, they're old. They're not that I don't want to say that they're struggling because I don't want to speak for anybody, but they didn't have the resources that we have now.
Right, they don't have the income.
Exactly. So shout out to Nas, man. He started the Paid in Full Foundation. So this is going to be, this is a foundation that will focus on providing money and resources to hip hop's forefathers.
There you go. Wow.
And their mothers. Yeah. So shout out to Nas. I love that, man. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's taking care of your own.
Taking care of our own. That is right. That is what we do. So I am going to do a shameless plug. Taking care of our own. I am hosting my very first toy drive, y'all. Hosting my very first toy drive. It's going to be at Lulu's. It's going to be called Kicking It for the Kids.
There you go.
This is going to benefit Avance. This is on December 22nd. So hopefully the 22nd hasn't passed when y'all hear this episode. So make sure y'all come out. It's completely free to come in. However, if you do bring a toy to come party with me at Lulu's, you bring a toy, you're going to get half off any Christmas cocktail drink.
Oh, nice.
From Lulu's, man.
Nice.
And I'm working on trying to get a special guest from the North Pole. But again, this is 21 and up only. Lulu's, Friday, December 22nd.
Bring a toy, bring a friend.
From 6 to 10. Yes, I'll be in the mix, of course. But yeah, man, come have a drink. Let's do something good for the kids. Take care of our own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So with that said, Chris, since we are in the holiday spirit, let's
Grinch.
do a little. This I know you're being a Grinch.
I'm
right
a Grinch.
Now. You are a Grinch. You know, my mom didn't know about the Grinch movie.
Really?
We were watching so they came over for Thanksgiving, and she was like, "Y esta película?" I'm like, "What, Mom?"
Is it the cartoon or the Jim Carrey one?
This wasn't the Jim Carrey nor the cartoon one. This was the other one that had like that 3D.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it was, but that one was on TV.
Yeah.
Right. And so she was like, "Esa película y ese mono."
Mono
I'm
tan
like,
feo.
"Yes." I was like, "Mom, it's the Grinch." "Oh, ese es el Grinch." I'm like,
El Grinch.
"Yes." I'm like, "Mom, you don't know about that?" "Oh, well, is this a news story?" I'm like, "Mom, are you serious?" I'm like, "This is shit I used to read when I was a kid." Really, so I had to educate her on the whole thing. I'm like, this is like a 1958 long story.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Amma, where have you been?" So yeah, man, it was a cute movie. So let's do it. Let's do it this or that Christmas edition.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day celebration.
Ooh, my family has shifted to Christmas morning.
Okay.
Because sometimes I have to work at night during Christmas Eve. So when we get out when I get out in the morning, we go to IHOP. And we have breakfast at IHOP. And then we come home, open gifts. I already start drinking, and we open gifts, and then I go to sleep. They keep watching movies, but then I wake up around 4, 3 o'clock or 4, and then I make carne asada and keep fucking drinking. So we've shifted more towards Christmas Day.
Cool.
Yeah.
For me, I miss the Christmas Eve parties. You know, Latinos, our Christmas is the night before.
Yeah.
I missed that as a kid. All of us little cousins like running around, getting in trouble, waiting for Santa.
Yeah.
It was really my mom and dad. But, but I do miss that. Now I appreciate more the Christmas day.
Yeah.
Like Christmas morning, making coffee. There I go. Being a señora again.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like just...
It happens gradually.
Yeah. Reflecting and opening gifts. Although this year I don't think we're going to be doing gifts. Okay. Just because, what do we need to gift each other? And I have a series of 7 months.
You are turning 40.
I am. But no, dude, check this out. In my family, we have a series of 7 months straight of gift giving.
Wow.
It is my dad's birthday, Christmas, my brother's birthday, my mama's birthday, Jess's birthday. Wait, hold on. Before Jess's birthday, it's our wedding anniversary. It's our dating anniversary. It's my mama's birthday. Then it's Jess's birthday. Then it's my birthday. So it's like, ¿qué más quieres?
All my kids are in December and January.
Listen, I'm the present.
Aquí está mi moño.
Yeah, this is me. Yeah, no mistletoe.
Yeah, all my kids are in December and January.
Yeah, so we're
like,
just...
what?
Yeah, and it's not even the money thing, right? I'm not rich tampoco, but I'm... At the same time, it's like, nah, man, I think because I'm so busy and we're all so busy, I think we appreciate...
We got about 7% on the camera. So.
Okay, no, this is it. Yeah, no, we appreciate just being around each other. So, but Christmas Day celebration. All right, pajamas or no pajamas?
No, but I don't use pajamas.
Like Christmas PJs for the photo? No? Okay.
Nah, not me. You?
Yes, with a twist. Like we always do sneakers.
Okay.
Like we always show off our sneakers.
Nah, I don't do it.
Eggnog, coquito, or hot chocolate?
I'm lactose intolerant. I do none.
Que la chinga. Water.
Mimosas.
Mimosas, a beer for you.
You?
Either coquito or hot chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah. Christmas lights or no Christmas lights for the house?
No Christmas lights. We have decorations. You probably saw them. My wife did the door.
Yeah.
She did the door. She decorated inside.
Yeah.
Mostly, so yeah.
Yeah, my wife is a Grinch. She likes to decorate the inside, not the outside.
Same.
I like the Christmas lights, but el pedo to put them up and take them down. So, real Christmas tree or artificial?
Artificial.
Same.
Artificial. I like the artificial one. I don't know if you saw it or you'll see it on the way out, but it's like frosted.
Yeah.
And it already has the lights. It's just a lot easier.
Yes.
For sure.
My dad was very adamant of always having a real tree when we were growing up, and it was cool, but it stunk after a while.
Yeah, it does.
And then it was super sticky, so the chinga to take it down. And then all the
pine oil, it has pine oil.
Yes, and then all the mess it made.
Yeah.
Like it was just too much. So artificial.
And then the little needles start falling and shit.
Because
I get it.
Artificial are all the way.
I get you.
All right. What kind of party do you like on this one? Ugly Christmas sweater party or formal attire?
Formal attire.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I could have taken you for an ugly Christmas sweater guy.
You know what? My wife has been trying to get me to wear an ugly Christmas sweater for years, and I have refused every year. She even bought me like a Darth Vader Star Wars one, thinking that I was going to wear it, and she wears it. But no, not me.
You want to hear a fucked up ugly sweater party? It won't be long. But so when I used to work at the bank, ugly Christmas sweater, holiday party, whatever. So everybody go get your ugly Christmas sweater, right? Okay, cool. So this was during the Craigslist era, right?
Okay.
And so I looked it up online and I found this lady that makes Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
But that's what she wrote. I knit Christmas sweaters.
Okay.
And that's all I focused on. So I go and I meet this lady.
Yeah.
And she pulls out a bin of all of these handmade knitted Christmas sweaters. And so I end up getting the one I thought was the ugliest. Right. And it was this sweater with these fucking penguins and all this sequins. And then it had a sewn in scarf.
Okay.
So it looked like a cape, but then, your whole señora thing, you put it around your neck and all this shit, right? And it had like glitter and pom-poms. Hideous, right? Hideous, right? Very, very señora-like. So I was like, okay, I'll take this one. And she goes, oh, great. Is this for a gift? Is this for like your grandma or something? And I was like, no. And my dumbass, dude. I was like, nah, this is for my ugly Christmas sweater party. So this is perfect. This is super ugly, dude. Her face was like,
oh my
oh
god.
my god, dude, I fucking hurt this lady's feelings.
I can see that.
I did, and her face was like, oh, and I was like, oh shit, thank you so much. And I fucking peeled the fuck off. I felt so bad still to this day. So I'm putting it out there. I am sorry, lady.
You're very talented.
Yes.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Yes, it's a gift. Oh my god, I felt so bad. I was like, yeah, this will work great. This is ugly. Yeah, no, this is perfect. Oh man, I saw her soul left her body. Hug. So I'm putting this out there. I am so sorry.
I feel bad for her right now.
I'm sure I got my karma already somewhere. Fuck, but I felt so bad. But I like the formal attire too. Now after that story, now I don't even want to fuck with that shit. Just because with the ugly Christmas sweater, it's too much shit. Like, that story aside, it's too much shit to find a good ugly Christmas sweater. Everybody's fucking doing it. The stores sell them and they're super expensive. Yeah. And then what's to say you're not going to wear the same sweater someone else picked from fucking Macy's, Target, Walmart.
Right.
So, no, formal attire. Let me get cute with it. Let me shower.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely a Grinch. I don't like the pajamas and all that.
And then the shit's itchy as fuck. Like a lot of these ugly, they're heavy. Mm-hmm. I look fucking fatter. I already got big titties, so I look even fucking bigger. Like it's just not for me, dog. It's not for me.
Formal attire, man, shit. You fucking feel good. You dress up, you clean up.
All black,
get
classic.
a haircut,
I
all
look a
this
little
shit.
thin. I could wear a faja comfortably. Like, dog.
No. Formal attire for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Favorite holiday movie?
Of Christmas, like
yes,
Elf.
Yes. Elf?
Yeah, it has to be Elf, yeah.
Okay.
It's funny as fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, there's the classic ones like Rudolph and shit like that, but but if I want to laugh and, Elf, yeah.
Yeah.
You?
So one that always sticks to me just because there's memories attached to it, it has sentimental shit to it, is National Lampoon's Christmas.
Yeah, it's hilarious too.
My dad sat me down, him and I watched it, so yeah, that's a funny movie.
Yep.
Obviously I have a huge love that I don't share a lot for Snoopy, so I love the Peanuts.
Snoopy's fucking dope,
He is super cute, so the Snoopy, the Peanuts joints, those are always cute. And obviously the Grinch. The Grinch is always fun.
Home Alone's fucking cool too.
Yes. How the fuck did I forget that?
Home Alone,
dog.
Yeah, it's just
one or two. Which one do you like?
You know what?
I like two, just because I love New York.
Yeah, New York's cool too. But I mean, the first one's kind of. He was very smart with it. So,
Pinche huerquillo.
Yeah, no, the first one. I'll go with the first one.
Smart as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, and last question. What is your favorite Christmas song of all time?
I know you are probably going to say DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I don't have a favorite one because I don't listen to Christmas songs. My family does. Yeah. But if I had to pick one, it would have to be It's Starting to Feel a Lot Like Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like
just because my family listens to it and they're happy, so it'll make me happy that they're happy. That'll be it. But I don't want to hear it necessarily.
Your song should be "You're a Mean One."
Yeah, that would be me. My family knows I'm a fucking Grinch.
Yeah.
They get me Christmas presents and they're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" Nothing. Well, you gotta want something. Walk into the studio and look at everything that I have. Yeah. I don't fucking need anything.
I don't need it. And that's a blessing in itself.
They do come up with creative little gifts, and which I actually appreciate more. For example, like my son got me the light switch plate of Batman.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, just little things like that.
Unique things that you can't buy.
Yeah. That give a little bit, it took a little bit more thought.
So if I were to ask you present or homemade, you'd prefer the homemade gift.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Unless you can make sneakers. I like the store-bought stuff sometimes. No, my favorite Christmas song of all time is This Christmas.
This Christmas.
And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. But
who sings that?
So a lot of people sing it because it's a classic Christmas song.
Who has your favorite
mine,
take?
Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
I love her vocals on that.
Yeah.
Even Chris Brown too. Chris Brown also covers that song, and his vocals are dope.
Yeah.
Going back to Robert Glasper, he released his Christmas album, and it's only like 5-6 songs, but they're dope. Jess and I have started in the last few years getting into a lot of lo-fi Christmas remixes.
Right.
So like hip hop and jazz, and it's just real chill shit.
What do you think of holiday edits? For example, you know,
they're
like
boring.
Well, for example,
Some
like the
fun.
like there'll be like Halloween ones. And they'll put like the Halloween theme to the intro and shit like that.
I say they're boring because they do, and when I say they, it's just, I'm generally speaking.
Right.
Everybody does the same shit.
Yeah.
In Halloween, it's the Michael Myers intro to Titi Me Pregunto. Nada que ver.
I know.
Right? And then in Christmas, they do the Jingle Bell shit.
Right.
And then they do the tone play into the song.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm sorry. It's boring to me. And then for New Year's, all they do is they add a countdown.
Right.
5, 4, 3, Happy New Year, and then my booty hole brown. Like, it's just boring to me.
Yeah.
But
I don't really, I don't download them.
But
I don't.
I play them.
Do you really?
Not all of them, but I do fit them in every once.
Well, I mean,
in a while.
if one kind of fits into it, I would see that. But I really don't.
It just keeps the Christmas spirit or the Halloween spirit in certain parties.
Yeah.
But I don't run to them. I will run to the classics.
Yeah.
And then see how I can remix them myself into something like use stems and use like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer vocal or something cool like that. But even still, some people don't. The general public doesn't know what the fuck.
I know.
But
they're too fucking drunk at that point.
I think they're boring. Yeah. They're boring. Yeah. All right. New Year's resolution for you, and then we done.
Getting back into the gym.
I hear that.
I'll do the same one that everyone does. You know, lose weight, work out. What else? What's your resolution?
To DJ outside of Texas.
Yeah.
Out of Texas. The gym one is a given.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really want to DJ at least one gig out of town.
Okay.
Out of Texas. Yeah. But with that said, y'all, we are closing out the year just like this. Episode 8 is in the books. We'll be back in 2024. Tell you? Yeah. So with that said, man, if you want to talk about anything, if you want to be a guest on our podcast, right? If you know of someone that should be on the podcast, man, we are working on our calendars right now and our schedule. So let us know what you want to hear, who you want to see on the podcast, what y'all want to talk about, because we here for y'all, man. And you mentioned the next Scratch Theory of Tejas.
December 20th is when we have it planned.
Okay.
So we're still looking for a venue. I think we might end up in Spokesman.
Okay.
So
dope.
Yeah. So hopefully it is there. We'll just have to work out a few kinks and shit like that. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. And I just off the top of my head, I think I can make that one. I think I could finally make one.
For sure.
I have not been present at those, so I apologize to the whole team, but unfortunately I've been pulled in other areas.
Yeah. And we've been throwing ideas around. We want to have like a gift wrapping station, so if you want to wrap gifts away from your kids, it'd be a good time for you to go wrap the gifts so that they don't have to see what they're getting. You don't have to hide and
I love
that. Like that. So I think we want to do that, and we'll see.
Yeah, so by the time this airs, hopefully we'll have a spot secured.
Yeah, for sure.
But mark it down, December 20th.
Yep.
What, 6 to 10 or something?
6 to 10, 7-11.
All right, but make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, man.
Yep,
and follow us at Scratch Theory Tejas. I'm DJ Kick17 on IG.
And Dirty Chris ATX.
All right, y'all. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year. All that good stuff. We are out, and we'll see y'all in 2024. Peace.